Okay, we're back up and running. I'm not quite sure what happened there. I just realised that the stream on my phone had stopped, but according to my console, it was still going. So I paused, had a look, saw the stream had ended on YouTube, but was still apparently broadcasting on the console. Cancelled the console stream and restarted it, and now we're back up and running again. That's a little bit weird. We have lost a little bit of running. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to restart the race because we were so close to the start of the race. So a little bit weird. Hello there, Mr. Water. Yeah, so I really don't know what happened there. Very odd. I'd been chatting away, and then I looked and realised that my stream had stopped, and on my phone, and I thought it had just, I just needed to refresh my phone, but it turned out that the stream itself had stopped, and we lost about 2-3 laps worth of running. So, yeah, I'm just going to restart the race because we were so close to the start. It does mean that we can learn from our experiences a little bit as well. So we're actually going to put Teo onto a set of mediums, and we're going to run him the same strategy as we were going to with Pierre. So we're going to go medium hard soft, again with the potential to maybe go medium soft. But we're going to run that strategy for both of our drivers this time out. Just make a little tweak. And we're going to give both drivers a little bit of extra fuel. Actually, no, I'm just going to stick with what we did last time. We'll just give the extra fuel to... Actually, no, I suppose I better give it to Teo as well. We'll do the same as we did in terms of getting Pierre to try and sprint away at the start. Porsche will again try and make some opportunistic overtakes where we can. Yeah, we will go with the overtake off the line and then turn it off partway through the lap. So yeah, very strange. Don't know why the stream cut out on me like that, but
and this is it, the Miami Grand Prix.
Here we go again.
And it's lights out, and away we go.
So once again, we're going to focus on Teo. We're going to trust that Pierre's going to do what he's going to do and just sprint off into the distance with that push setting for the next 2 laps.
That's a good overtake from Alpine.
Ocon unfortunately got past us. That's not great. Let's see if we can get him back here. I am going to turn down the battery going into this corner because it's going to be a real concertina. And then we'll turn it back on again for the hairpin. Or for the run to the hairpin. Gasly's got that 1 second gap up already.
You've got energy to push.
And because we've restarted, it might change some of the tyres for the AI as well. So let's take a look at that. And it has a little bit. There's a lot more medium runners in the lower half of the grid now. Bottas, Norris, and Verstappen on hards. I know Norris was running hards last time. I don't know if Bottas was, and I don't think Verstappen was. Let's try and get a run on Russell here. Can we get him under braking? We can.
Nice job.
Let's turn his tyres down.
Okay, we'd like you to slow down, please.
Going to do the same with Gasly's tyres. He's going to have enough of a lead now.
Need to drop the pace.
Copy.
Porsche gets his overtake done on Norris. Going to chase after Bottas now.
Okay, charge John.
Okay.
Going to start to recharge Pierre.
And DRS enabled.
And we'll try and pick our moments once we
job.
get onto the back of Bottas with Porsche to get him recharged as well. And hopefully the stream won't crash after a few laps again like it did last time. Okay, so it looks as though the Ferraris are going to break away from Verstappen because they're on mediums to his hards. Verstappen will close back in on them later. As long as we can stay ahead of the Ferraris by a few seconds, then we can control this race. And we need the Ferraris to make sure they stay, at least one of the Ferraris stays ahead of Verstappen so that it doesn't allow him the chance to start boosting their pace as their tyres go off and his become the better tyres. Try and get a little bit of battery into Teo if we can.
On, please recharge on.
It's a great pass there on
Good job.
Bottas, taking advantage of the difference between hard and mediums.
And a new position, just gained by Williams.
Yeah, it's good to see that the DRS flap is working on Porsche's car. That's been a bit of an issue on recent races.
Need recharge off.
Leclerc is starting to eke down that gap to Gasly because we're charging him up. Just got to be careful of that. Especially if the Ferrari start swapping positions. Hamilton's got past Verstappen. What tyres is Hamilton on? I think he's on mediums, isn't he? He is. So Verstappen is causing a little bit of a log jam. Hamilton's going to try and break free of that. Perez is being held up by his teammate. We're obviously sat behind as well with Bottas.
So recharge
No,
on.
with Alonso. We dropped Bottas. He's over a second behind right now. Oh, no, he's back in range. Oh, big lunge from Bottas there as he re-passes Norris.
Go recharge off when you're ready.
Getting ready to turn off the charge on Gasly. Right, let's do it now. As far as I don't want to get
Charge off.
inside 2 seconds.
Copy.
Okay, we've just dropped a huge chunk of time through a poor exit. What's happened to Bottas? He's suffered a bad exit as well. He's dropped to Norris and Russell. He's dropped well off the pace. We used the car's inherent pace through Sector 1 to close back into DRS range with Alonso, but yeah, we've got to be careful of that. Let's not charge Porsche any further for now. Let's leave him as he is. Quick look at our race leader. You can see the Ferraris are fighting each other side by side. They go side by side through here. That'll slow them down. I think Sainz has taken that clearly. Yes, he has. Looks like Sainz is blocking Leclerc down here. That's good. And again, the Ferrari's going side by side. That will hopefully slow them down a little bit through here. Once again, Porsche is at the risk of dropping away at the start of the lap, and then has to use the inherent pace of the car through Sector 1 to close back up for the first DRS zone. I think it's going to be a struggle to keep Porsche competitive in this race. We definitely need to boost his reactions more than we have been doing. Watch how much time we lose to Alonso coming out of this hairpin. Or watch us go straight through Alonso like he doesn't exist.
Good job, keep it up.
Okay, that was very weird. Alonso just... I don't know.
There's an overtake from Williams. Here's the replay.
I don't know how to describe what happened to Alonso there, but he, yeah, we went straight through him. Norris got him. And we went on our merry way.
And they clear it. Big move for them and a race position gained. That was a big moment. The team are clearly delighted.
Okay, I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth there. We gained a place onto the back of Perez now. Perez definitely being held up by Verstappen, but Verstappen is arguably being held up by Hamilton. Even on hard tyres, that Red Bull is still mighty fast. And I would argue it's probably a little bit faster than the Mercedes. Hamilton's defending, keeping him in that position. Let's see if we can jump Perez through here.
Overtake available.
Again, struggling to get on the power quickly, but we are gaining thanks to the overtake. We might get him up the inside here. Can we make the move stick though?
Okay, nice work. Good job.
Okay, battery used, but we haven't really got much battery left now.
And a new position, just gained by Williams.
Gasly's been eking that gap back up again. We're up to 2.6 seconds now ahead of the Ferraris. Oh, what happened to Perez? I completely missed that. Oh no, wait, we overtook Perez, didn't we? Yeah, brain fart then. Oh, Verstappen has got past Hamilton. Let's see. Can we do the same? I doubt it. I think Hamilton's more likely going to retake Verstappen here. And he does. We have a little look at Verstappen. Can't make the move stick. Let's take a look at tyre wear. So, as expected, our guys, because they're running at the higher fuel burn pace, are wearing their tyres out a little bit quicker than everyone else. Plus, we did push them at the start of the race for a couple of laps each as well. Not a huge difference. You see Verstappen's got slightly better wear with his hard tyres. We're looking okay. And I think, are we breaking a gap to Perez, or trying to? He's closing back up on the braking. As Verstappen retakes Hamilton. Right, I'm going to drop the fuel burn down a bit now.
Lift and coast required.
I'm going to save the fuel burn now for when we get onto the hard tyres on the second stint. Just hope we don't lose out a position to Perez as a result of that. Oh, we got a yellow flag in sector 3. Somebody locked up. It's one of the AlphaTauris. It's Alex Albon. Oh!
Car's off there.
Has that gone to a safety car? No, it hasn't.
There's contact! It's chaos on the track. Let's have a look. Taking a look again, it involves Sebastian Vettel.
Oh, that's clumsy. So Vettel and Albon both in the pits. Albon picks up a penalty. This is something actually that annoys me on this particular circuit, is if you have a crash on that corner, if the AI has a crash, they will immediately go straight to the pits. If you have a crash, you have to wait till your car gets reset, and by the time that happens, you're already automatically starting the next lap. You can't get in the pits, so you have to do a whole lap. with damage. Annoys me. Oh, a little sneaky look at the inside of Hamilton there, who loses out to multiple cars. We get him, Perez gets him, Norris gets him, and Alonso was all over the back of him. Is all over the back of him, and so is Russell as well. And we're now side by side with Verstappen. A little bit of drama there.
Let's go recharge on, please, recharge on.
I'm hoping you guys are still with me. Stream still seems to be running. I'm not seeing any comments popping through though, so if anyone is saying anything, I'm not getting those messages. Oh, there we go. I still hear from Anthony. Right, can we hold off Perez, or is he going to make the move? Nope, we've blocked him. Really don't know what happened to Hamilton there. He lost out big time in that corner last lap. We're taking this opportunity while we are second in this train to try and charge up, knowing that we haven't got a car in front of us using DRS. The Ferraris have closed in a little bit. The gap is just 2 seconds. They've obviously been doing a little leapfrogging. Plus, we have been running at a slightly reduced pace to look after the tyres a little bit more. I'll put the Porsche into neutral now. See if we can make the move around the outside of Verstappen. We can. And Porsche now up into fourth.
Nicely done.
Question is, can we hold it down this back straight?
And a new position, just gained by Williams.
That gap to Leclerc is coming down still. Porsche hanging on. Gap to the Ferraris is 4.6 seconds, 4.7 seconds. I don't think we've got enough to be able to close them up, but we have got the pits coming up soon. We just entered Porsche's pit window. Gasly's... Who is Gasly's? Oh, not for a few laps yet. Okay. So we can extend Porsche a couple more laps before we pit him. Here comes Verstappen around our outside. Can we hold him off? Perez trying to sneak through on the inside at the same time. We're going to lose out here. Yeah. Verstappen takes the position from us, but that's okay. We've got the DRS zone coming up.
Red Bull moved up.
Oh,
Two
we've got a
cars out,
safety
a
car.
lot of debris.
So we are immediately
Copy.
going to pit with both cars. We're going to the hards early. So what happened? Oh, I see what happened.
Safety car, safety car.
It's Tsunoda and Schumacher, I think.
And stay positive on the... DRS disabled, DRS disabled.
Who's that just crashed? Let's take a closer
Here's the
look.
replay.
Now let's have a look. It's Lance Stroll.
Oh, Lance Stroll. Oh, of course, yeah. Oh, whew.
You can clearly see the contact there.
That's a
and
huge
that caused
crash.
a lot of damage.
Was that Vettel or was that Tsunoda? Zhou, who went into the back there.
Devastated. They'll be questioning just what happened out there.
That was a huge crash. All three of them are out, yeah. And penalties picked up for Stroll and for... and Zhou, I think. Alonso pits with us. Everyone else staying out. Interesting. Okay, so we stay ahead of Alonso. This is going to drop us towards the back. Going to drop the tyres right down, make sure the battery is fully charged on
Need to drop
both
the
cars, but I am going to put the fuel on a higher burn, just to burn some of it off, because we're carrying a lot of fuel right now. So it was Mick Schumacher, not Zhou, who went flying into
We'd
Stroll,
like you to slow down, please.
and Stroll went flying into Tsunoda.
Okay, recharge on, recharge on.
So that's why there's penalties for those two and not for Yuki. Let's see, Gasly is in 9th right now. We are behind Bottas. But everybody in front of us is still going to need to make a stop pretty quickly, apart from Vettel. Oh, and Norris and Bottas. They are on hard still. 60% tyres for the medium runners. Porsche, how can you lock up under a safety car?
Let's take a look at the replay. Now we see Williams here.
Well, he kept it out of the
Goodness
wall,
me.
so I've got to applaud him for that. Well, that's two
And
places
that's the
lost.
lock-up.
Well, I say two places, it's one place. No, it is two places. We were in 13th, so yeah. We lost out to Zhou and Alonso. Okay, why are we going so slow? Nobody else pitting. So I think shortly after the safety car comes in, within a few laps of the safety car coming in, I think we're going to see a flurry of medium tyre runners diving into the pits, which is going to ruin their races. The fact that Verstappen, Bottas and Norris are on hards means they're probably going to go a little while, although Norris's tyres are the worst of those three. And drop the fuel down to normal usage.
We need a little bit more lift off, please.
Copy.
We are pushing the tyres a little bit harder than I'd like under this pace car. lap are we on? We're on lap 16, so we have made early stops. I think we might have to abandon the soft tyre run at the end and go for another set of mediums. Okay, safety car coming in at the end of the lap.
Safety car in this lap.
So let's get ready for a restart. Okay, let's turn the tyres up.
Racing from the line, racing from the line.
Okay.
Gonna go overtake on both drivers, see if we can make up a couple of positions here.
We have margin to push a bit more.
Okay.
No lift and coast required.
I'd like to get past Bottas nice and quickly.
One click overtake available.
Okay.
So both of our drivers stuck behind an Alfa Romeo right now. We're stuck behind Bottas. Porsche stuck behind Alonso. This could be a pass. A quick look to the inside. Can we get him under braking? No. Bottas closes the door on us.
Well done.
Porsche has cleared Alonso. We missed that. We'll wait for the replay.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
Here it
Let's
is.
see what happened there. Now we see the Williams here.
I just had the better line through the twiddly section. We've got a run here on Bottas. Get him under braking. Still side by side.
You're doing a good job.
Use the battery. Complete the move. Can we even get a run here on Russell?
Awesome, keep it up.
No, we can't. Porsche, though, has got past Joe. Up to 13th. It's good.
And
It's
a
back
new
where he was
position
before he locked
just
up.
gained by Williams. Here's the replay. Now we see the Williams here.
Oh, he got him around the outside as well. Beautiful. All right, let's save some battery now. Turn off the overtake. I think we are only a couple of laps away from some medium pit stops. And that's Porsche past Magnussen. Porsche is having a really good restart here.
Okay, but nice work, keep it up.
Now he's all over the back of Ocon. We should have the pace here if we can get a clean run. We've got the fresher tyres. Can we complete the move around the outside again? We're not using battery this time.
Okay, that's good, Pierre, very good.
Gasly has got past Russell.
DRS
We missed that one.
DRS enabled. Come on, let's go get those points.
As Porsche gets the move done on his compatriot Esteban Ocon.
We're doing a great job here.
Good stuff. We're not going to get a replay of the Gasly Russell apparently. Oh no, there it is. No, that's Porsche and Ocon. Alright, let's switch back to Gasly. All over the back of Hamilton right now. Those medium runners are starting to really struggle on their tyres. Hamilton goes for the inside line. We're right on him. Still nobody pitting yet.
Okay, good job.
Porsche now up to 10th. He overtakes Ricciardo. And is this the move on Hamilton? Quite.
Let's have a look.
See this move
now
from
we
Porsche.
see the Williams here.
Oh, just gets him under braking. Oh, nearly. Nearly gave the R for a love tap there.
And they clear it. Big move for them and a race position gained.
So we're looking very comfortable right now. Gasly 7th, but definitely out of sequence with the rest in terms of tyres. Porsche forced his way back up to 10th. It's a very good recovery from him. Is this the move that we can, the chance to get the move on Hamilton? He is still in DRS range of the car in front. He's got us covered for the moment. And there is Teo. He's right behind us now. As Russell gets past Bottas. Verstappen is past Perez and starting to pull away. Those hard tyres of Verstappen helping him out now. We're going to have a look at the inside here. Almost, again, just had the door closed on us. And still nobody pits. I wonder if they're one-stopping. AI might be going for the one-stop. That would certainly put a spanner in the works. We'll have to use some battery to help Gasly out here, I think.
Overtake available.
He's kind of stuck and not going anywhere. Right, there we go. That's Hamilton.
Okay, that's good, very good.
Need to get past Perez and Norris nice and quickly as well.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
Press and hold overtake now, please. Press and hold overtake now.
very little battery left. Can't really do this after this lap. Teo being so close shows how much gas is being slowed down. Yeah, it does. Yeah, we do need to get him past and quick. We're losing the best life of the tyres, stuck in traffic here. And now we've run out of battery. We'll get some back as we hit braking here.
And keep an eye on the battery.
Copy.
We're going to stay in overtake, try and capitalise in the DRS area. Bottas should be easy pickings for Teo. He has dropped out of the DRS of the two Mercedes in front. Dive to the inside, take them both. Being stuck behind two squabbling drivers like this is killing us. Porsche did not get Bottas. That's frustrating. Surely he will down this back straight though. Bottas goes to the inside. We're going to go right round the outside of him. Meanwhile, Gasly still not going anywhere.
Nicely done.
Porsche gets the move done. He's now up to the back of the Mercedes of George Russell, and we are stuck going nowhere.
Just gained by Williams.
Right, I'm going to put some harvest on for both drivers.
Yeah.
Okay, recharge on, recharge on.
Oh, here's a chance. Can't quite get the move done on Norris there. Maybe we'll get him here. Once again, we're being blocked. Trying to go around the outside, that's brave. Oh, he's going to do it. Look at that. What a move. That's the power of better tyres right there. There was no DRS, or no battery involved in that at all. We were charging. That was pure tyre grip. And we're immediately on the back of Perez. Verstappen has caught the two Ferraris but hasn't passed them. That's good. Porsche has been overtaken. He's back down to 10th.
Looks like that was a position gained for Alfa Romeo.
Some clunky braking going on there. Given that we're on lap 24 of 57 and the AI still has not pitted, they've got to be one stopping, which is going to be... it's going to be a problem getting the guys on hard tyres at the end. The guys who are on hards right now, they're going to be on mediums, but they are definitely going to have to stop around the same time as us, or a little bit for us. We'll have better conditioned tyres at the end as far as they go. So it's why we need to get our drivers up through them as quick as we can right now. But yeah, the Ferraris holding up Verstappen is helping us, but them being on fresh hards when ours are going to be a bit worn will be problematic. Hopefully they'll be struggling to get through the field in the same way that we have been. And there goes Perez into the pits and Hamilton. The Ferraris have both stayed out. Porsche is released up into 8th. Bottas has got past Russell now. Russell's tyres really struggling. I'm surprised one of the Ferraris didn't pit. I'm not complaining, but I am surprised. And even with the battery being recharged, I think we've just broken DRS to Norris there. Yes, we did. Right, we need to catch and pass Verstappen quickly and then pull away from him. That's why I've been recharging the battery all the way up. Because it's one thing getting past him, or getting, past him, is then staying ahead of him enough to be able to pull away from him. Surely one of the Ferraris is going to pit this lap. I'm hoping it's going to be Sainz. It is. Excellent. So Leclerc is still in front of Verstappen. He's still going to be a roadblock for another lap. Porsche is still in 8th place. He's dropped off the back of the guys in front. Let's put him into neutral now. And Gasly's fully charged now. What are the rules with tyre usage? Am I right in thinking you can't use all mediums or softs? You need to use a minimum of 2 compounds of tyres. So you can go soft and hard, or soft and medium, or hard and medium. But you need to use 2 separate compounds of tyre, unless it's a wet race and you use wet tyres. In which case you can use whatever dries you want, and it doesn't matter. So you can start on, say, intermediates, and then you can just run softs if it dries up, or just intermediates for the whole race if it just stays wet enough for intermediates. Or if it starts on dries and you start on soft tyres and then it starts raining a little bit and you throw on some inters and then it dries out again, you can go back onto softs again. You don't have to then start using a medium or a hard. Alright, we power past Verstappen nice and easily.
Good job.
I'm going to throw on some deploy. There goes Leclerc into the... Oh, Verstappen's pitting as well. Yeah. In that case, we're going to save the battery. So everybody between our 2 drivers is pitting. Leclerc, Verstappen, Norris, Russell, Bottas, even Magnussen jumps in as well. So we are now 1 and 2. And we're going to have quite a few cars. Oh, there's quite a few cars still pitting. I'm hoping some of these guys are going to get held up with traffic. Let's see where they come out. There's going to be Ocon, Alonso, Vettel, Albon between us and the first Ferrari. They're all on hards. Ocon still does need to stop, so his stop's coming up soon. But Alonso, Vettel, Albon, they're on similar level tyres to us, a little bit worse off than us. They're going to be running for a while yet. So the Ferraris and the Red Bulls and the Mercedes are going to have to fight their way through Alonso, Vettel and Albon before they get the chance to have a run at the pair of us. That's going to give us a chance to try and stretch our legs a little bit, pull out a little bit of a cushion, or at least keep the gap stable enough for us to switch onto better tyres. I'm going to try and push Porsche to catch up onto Gasly if I can. Try and get them to train each other.
Let's pick our pace up. Let's go.
Yeah, the tyres have been simplified over the years. I mean, it got ridiculous at one point. I mean, there were so many different variants. I mean, there are 5 grades of thick tyre. C1, C2, C3, C4 and C5. And Pirelli will bring 3 grades to each circuit based on how they think the tyres are going to wear. Now, it used to be you had just softs and mediums and hards, and then it became super softs and mediums and hards, and then it became hyper soft and super soft. No, sorry, ultra soft, then super soft, then soft, then medium, then hard, and each tyre had its own colour band. So it was like pink for ultra soft, super soft were purple, soft were red, medium were yellow, white were hard, and I think they even had an ultra hard compound as well. If I remember right, I remember there being an orange compound tyre. And it just got ridiculous, you know. I mean, you never had all of those compounds. It was 3 compounds, or 3 set compounds that were brought to each race. But now they've simplified it. So C1 and C2 are both red ringed tyres. C3 and C4 are both medium ring tyres, I believe, and then C5 are white ring tyres. So basically there's 2 variants of soft tyre, 2 variants of medium tyre, and 1 variant of hard tyre, and they bring 1 set of each, you know, so 1 variant of soft, 1 variant of medium, and then the hards to each race. So they've definitely simplified it a lot. They've also simplified qualification tyre rules as well a little bit. It used to be that if you qualified for the top 10 shootout, then you would get an extra set of soft tyres to run, but whatever tyres you used in Q2 were the tyres that you had to start the race on. That's gone away from this year, and you can now start on whatever tyres you want, you know, regardless of what tyres you use to get through into qualifying. So you can start on soft, medium or hard. It doesn't matter what you ran in qualifying. Alright, Porsche is not closing up on Gasly because Gasly is just too quick. So I'm just going to...
let's go recharge on.
Recharge Porsche and let Gasly do his thing at the front.
Okay, we'd like you to slow down, please.
I do not want to slow down Gasly to get Porsche closer to him. Only for Porsche to then maybe struggle to keep up with them. Because that defeats the whole purpose. So we'll let Gasly just go about his business, and we'll just keep an eye on Porsche and try and make him as fast as we can without burning his tyres out. Tyres have always been something that's been tweaked and played about with, you know, across the years. In the early 2000s, they had grooved tyres, which were awful. And then the groove tyres went away, but you had a tyre war between Bridgestone and Michelin, which led to the farce of, in the very early 2000s, this was before they went to groove tyres, I think, they had a tyre war. So you had 2 separate tyre suppliers. One was Bridgestone, who supplied Ferrari and a couple of other teams, and then the majority of the grid was with Michelin. And that led to the whole farce of the 2005 Indianapolis Grand Prix, where there was a problem with the Michelin tyres, And so all the Michelin teams basically pulled out. They did the formation lap and then went straight back to the pits, and the grid lined up with just 3 teams on the grid, the 3 Bridgestone teams, Ferrari, Jordan, and I think it was HRT was the 3rd team. I forget who the 3rd team was, or it might have been Mana Marussia. Yeah, I think it was Marussia or Mana, whatever they were called at the time. They were the only 3 teams that actually started the race. It was just awful. That killed Formula One in America for a decade. All right, we'll take it easy, Anthony. Enjoy your sleep, and I'll catch you tomorrow, hopefully.
Let's go recharge off. Recharge off.
Alright, let's take a look a bit further down the grid. We can see Sainz has got past Albon. Perez and Leclerc and Verstappen and Hamilton and Russell all kind of starting to queue up a little bit. Still Vettel and Alonso between us and the competition. Sainz is through. Albon's staying with him though, so he is acting as a roadblock for the cars behind, because he's staying in the DRS of Sainz. So this is going to help us in that respect. Still 4 seconds up the road to Vettel, and then another 7 seconds up the road to Alonso, and then another 7 seconds up the road to Porsche. So Gasly's got a nice comfortable cushion right now. Let's take a look at the leader timing. You can see 18 seconds back to Sainz. It's a slow pit. I think we're going to lose about 24 seconds. So pitting now would drop us around Norris and Russell, I think. We do need to keep going a little bit longer. Let's take a look at our tyres. We're scheduled to pit in 7 laps for Gasly, 6 laps, 7 laps for Porsche as well. They can both pit on the same lap. They're far enough apart to not trip over each other. Porsche is definitely going to have to pit have more of a need to pit than Gasly. His tyres have worn a bit more because we did push him that little bit to try and get him to catch up. In terms of last lap times, Gasly doing 1:34.4s, so he is pulling away from most of the cars at the moment. Sainz slightly quicker, but not by much. Definitely pulling away from Alonso and Vettel. In fact, most of the field's actually slightly faster than us now, looking down the grid. We're doing comparable times to Ricciardo in 14th. That's not great. And 1:34.9s for Porsche. So he's going to have to pit sooner rather than later. His tyres are really starting to fade a little bit. So that gap is going to come down. You can see Albon doing his job and blocking Leclerc and Perez very nicely. Oh, looks like Leclerc's got through. He has. And they've closed right up on Vettel as well. Just 2 seconds, that gap now. There he is. And Vettel right behind Alonso. So, is Alonso struggling for tyres? No, not really. Alonso has caught Vettel. Vettel was ahead of Alonso, wasn't he? So, yeah, okay. Vettel's really struggling. But those two are doing similar lap times to Porsche right now, and are lapping half a second slower than Gasly. So I'm hoping that these two fighting like this is going to create a definite block on the cars behind, and they're going to struggle to get through for at least a few laps, because we will then recover some of the time we've lost on the chasing cars, at least with Gasly anyway. I think the chasing pack are out for the race. Do you mean, do I think they've made their one and only stop and they're done for the duration? I think anyone who's on tyres that are less than 60% is going to pit. So that's us, Vettel, Alonso, Albon. Those guys are all going to pit. I think everyone else, probably, certainly in terms of the hard runners, they're staying out for the duration. The medium runners may do a quick last-minute dash on to softs at the end, but
can we do lift and coast?
But yeah, I think you know, the Ferraris, the Red Bulls, the Mercedes, they are staying out for the duration now. They've made their last pit stop. Okay, Gasly's got the gap up to 9 seconds over Porsche now. Ferraris are on the back of Alonso and Vettel. I need these two to really hold the Ferraris up for me. And while they're fighting like this, they're going to do just that. So we're going to watch this battle. Ferrari trying to go around the outside of Vettel there. Oh, he's got him already. It's just so much better grip. That's not ideal, because he'll find it easy to get past Alonso now. Unless Vettel can somehow sneak his way back in front of Sainz, which I can't see happening. We're in the pit window. I've got two choices. I can leave Porsche out really long and act him as another slowdown, which sacrifices Porsche's race, or I can bring him in now and bring him in a little bit early. Let me check what that would look like if I were to bring him in an extra couple of laps. It wouldn't really hurt his race time. He might be fractionally faster because he'd be on fresher rubber. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to bring Porsche in at the end of this lap. Gasly I'm going to leave out for another couple of laps. His tyres are slightly better, not much, but slightly. And then potentially,
right, let's box now, please.
I can switch him onto a set of softs instead of mediums.
Let's push, come on.
Plus I'm still gaining a little bit of time at the moment. If the Ferraris get through this lap, I might bring him in next lap. Sainz is blocked for now. It's Porsche into the pits. And Sainz is just going to go straight around the outside of him. Okay, here comes Porsche. He's going to drop all the way to the back of this train. That's a lot of cars in front. Gasly's going to feed out in the middle of that mess when he pits. I didn't see how much time. I didn't see how much time we took on the pit stop. Should have used that to figure out how. Well, let's see what's the gap. The gap to Gasly was about 9 seconds. He's now 29 seconds behind. So it's maybe about 20 seconds. That's going to drop us somewhere around about 10th place if we were to drop now. Guessing you know how long a tyre is going to last through practice sessions. Well, it kind of tells you on the tyre chart. Let me, now that Gasly's through, you can see here you get a rough expected lifetime, so 22 laps on a set of softs, but they're going to be pretty hot garbage by the end. 33 laps on a set of mediums. Hard tyres, well, these are at 56%, so there's only 25 laps left, but I think that's until they fail. That's not until, you know, they lose complete competitiveness. I think that's until they basically hit zero. So, and plus, I always run slow in practice sessions, so you can't really use that as a gauge for tyres, because when you run slow, you're extending the life of the tyres, but sacrificing a lot of pace. So you can see how long you could stretch them, but you know you're going to be several seconds off the pace to do it, which makes it kind of pointless. Right, lap times. We're doing 1:34.9s. Oh, we are losing a second and a half almost to Sainz. Don't think I can go soft. Well, I might be able to go softs. No, they're going to be hot garbage in the last few laps. We're going to box in this lap for I said a brand new mediums, and just hope we don't get held up badly with the traffic.
Box, 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 box. Let's go for it.
Yeah.
Softs weren't an option as they'd be nearing 0% by the end. Depending on how I managed them, I could get them to the end. There's no question of that, but they would be so slow by that point that I've so little grip left that I'd be losing a lot of time. Just wouldn't be worth it. I'd gain massively at the start of the stint, and I'd lose a lot at the end.
Copy, confirmed.
These mediums will cross the line with about 40-50% left on them. Right, where am I going to feed out? I might have left this a lap too long. Here comes the queue. Oh, whoa, we got out ahead of the traffic. Whoa, that was so close. Look at that, we just got out ahead of Vettel. Still holding up Leclerc. He's been doing a magnificent job for us, so we can just sprint away.
Need to drop the pace.
Okay.
And start hunting down Sainz. Porsche is still off the pace at the moment. That's a really long queue. That's basically that queue that we got out of from Vettel all the way down is all the way down to Magnussen. So that's a 10-car queue, 11-car queue. And Porsche is about to join the back of it. Leclerc is through. I don't really want to give Leclerc DRS.
Margin to push a little bit more on the tires.
Yeah, copy.
Was I able to get a second clear before? Nope, he got the DRS's lap. We'll use the battery and try and sprint away. I don't want Leclerc to come with us. I want him to drop back a bit. I think Perez has just taken Vettel. Yes, he has. Perez does not have DRS at the moment. We can break it through this first sector, which we have just about done. There we go. Leclerc and Perez are both isolated from a train, from DRS on each other. Vettel, unfortunately, is out of that as well, but he's now going to hold up Hamilton and everyone behind him. Porsche is now very much in that queue.
Need to drop the pace.
Okay.
Now we need to start maximising the grip of these brand new tyres.
Overtake available.
A lot of cars to overtake here. I'm hoping some of them are going to pit in the next lap or two. I still can't believe we got Gasly out in front of that train. I thought we were screwed. I thought we were going to end up, slap bang in the middle of that, behind the Ferraris and the Red Bulls and Hamilton, and we'd have to fight our way through all of them, and just Sainz would just be scampering off into the distance. But as it is, we actually got out ahead of that traffic. Oh, don't back out, come on, make the move.
Very good lap.
Okay, fastest lap for Gasly, but that will change as the guys who are in need of new tyres start to pop in. They've got to be going for softs now. I think they'd have already pitted if they were going for mediums. So that's Alonso, Vettel, Norris. Anyone else? Alonso, Vettel, maybe Norris, maybe Verstappen. Albon is definitely going to have to pit. So expect to see softs from Vettel and Norris if they do. Verstappen and Norris if they do pit. The others, they may go mediums. It depends how quickly they pit. If they pit in the next lap or two, it might be mediums, but more than likely they're going to go softs, I think.
Awesome, keep it up.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
Oh, we're out of battery already.
DRS disabled.
Damn it. Well, we're about to get Bottas here. I hope. Yeah, better grip. Oh, no. Bottas just gets the better line. And we've got no battery to fight with. I don't want to spend time charging. I'm just going to have to try and tough it out like this. But yeah, this is costing Porsche badly. And this is what I was so pleased we avoided getting Gasly into as well. He'd have been halfway through this train, not at the back of it, but he would have had to fight like this as well. And that would have ruined his chances of the win. As it is, he's in with a very strong chance of back-to-back wins here. Just a second off Alonso, who's only half a second off of Sainz. Alonso's going to pit anyway. Come on, Teo. Need some bravery from you here. Need to go for some of these gaps.
You've got energy to push. No more DRS.
No, just not going to get it there.
This
Alright,
was good.
just going to go grab a drink. I'll mute the mic and be back in a second.
Okay, recharge on. Good job. Recharge on.
And a new position just gained by Williams. Let's take a closer look. Now look at this, it's Pierre Gasly. Gaining a position there. They make it look so easy. Back in the garage, the team absolutely loved it.
Okay, so there's the pit stops that we were expecting for some of them. Verstappen, Norris, Bottas, Ocon, Magnussen. Wasn't expecting Magnussen to pit again. And with just a few laps to go, they've got to be going softs. No, they're going hard. They're going mediums. Okay, that is a bit of a surprise. Alonso's still to pit. Vettel's still to pit as well, and Albon's still to pit. This is Albon that we're trying to squeeze past here. We got him. He's got no grip left.
Okay, excellent work. Keep it up. We're currently running in P10.
I missed an overtake. If you're talking about the fridge is in the same room, so I saw the replay of the Gasly overtake on Alonso, who has just pitted. I'm expecting Alonso to probably go with softs.
Alonso just pitted.
Vettel's still out there. He's right in front of us now. Alonso has gone for softs, and they're not new softs either. So they're going to wear out pretty quickly. In fact, in that situation, if Alonso doesn't have another set of mediums, I would have gone for mediums if he had them, given how poor the condition of those softs are. Right, this should be the move complete on Vettel, because he's got no grip to fight us in this midfield section here. We'll get him the same way we got Albon the previous lap. There we go. Ricardo up next.
Nicely done.
And there we go, that's the move. So, Porsche is up to 7. Gasly's still not through yet. We need to take advantage of our tyres while we've got them, so I'm going to go up into overtake here.
Battery is high. You can use overtake if you need.
Copy.
No. That's what I wanted to do. There we go. See the interval gaps. Vettel's finally pitted.
Confirmed. Vettel has pitted.
So this is the battle for the lead. And that's a clean overtake there. The question is, can we hold that coming out of the next corner? We're going to go into full deploy.
Okay, we need some deploy.
Okay.
And burn the extra little bit of fuel we've got.
Very
we need to pull away in this first sector and avoid being overtaken with DRS here.
Let's lift off, please.
Copy.
Okay, so we've got a half a second gap. We need to try and extend that to a second before the DRS zone if we can. I'm even going to throw in a little bit of extra tyre wear.
Let's go for a push.
Copy.
and get it up to a second. It's close. I don't know if we made it or not. I don't think we did.
So a recharge off.
Oh, we did. That was the DRS line, and this flap did not. Oh no, it is open. Damn it, we didn't quite make it. All right, we'll have to stay in this mode. Make sure we use a bit of push through here. This is where we're weak. There we go. Right. Let's calm down the tyres.
Need to drop the pace.
Battery to neutral. Turn down the fuel burn.
We need a little bit more lift off if you can, please. We need a little bit more.
Copy.
Now that we've got the battery charged up, we're immediately going to start using it again so I can catch up to Russell. Don't know if I'm going to be able to get Hamilton. And we might be able to get Hamilton as well. Perez is probably asking a little bit too much. But Gasly is now ahead. There's Albon finally making his pit stop with 11 laps to go. And he may well have a brand new set of softs. Vettel did. Albon coming out in 17th and last, but he's on a brand new set of soft tyres. Zhou's going to get past easily. Be interesting to see how far Albon can climb back up the field. Okay, we've caught
recharge on.
We've caught Russell. We actually caught him quite quickly there. Gasly now 3 seconds clear of Sainz. I think that's secured the win. I am going to get him to charge up for a lap.
Okay,
or two,
charge on.
just in case.
Okay.
We absolutely sail past Hamilton there. Press the wrong button.
And a new position, just gained by Williams.
So, 3.1 seconds to... oh, it's Russell we overtook, not Hamilton. So we sail past Russell. Now we've got a 3 second gap to Hamilton. Who himself is 3 seconds behind Perez. You know what? Perez is on as well, I think, if we can keep this kind of pace going. Everyone from Porsche upwards is not in someone's DRS. So they're all isolated, so there's no speed boosts for them. There's no leapfrogging of cars to pull away or to close down. It's just a straight sprint. And we do have better tyres. Just have to be careful that we don't bring Russell along with us. He's right behind us right now, but I'm hoping that we can push away through this opening sector.
Required.
Break the chain and leave him behind. Gasly's charging and he's still pulling out time on Sainz. This is the pace advantage that Gasly has on those tyres right now. We're less than 2 seconds behind Hamilton. We're closing him down very quickly now. Got to be careful with the battery use. I don't want to have to spend multiple laps charging up again. I'm actually going to try and gain a little bit here because I think we'll be in DRS by the end of this straight. So while we can't gain anymore because we filled the yellow bar, we can at least not use as much, deployment on this corner here, which can be quite expensive battery-wise. We're just outside of range, but I'm hoping we'll catch up through this section where tyre grip is important, and we've got a very good car through this first sector. Gasly can stop charging now. He's got more than enough emergency battery.
Yeah.
Porsche almost in DRS. He is in DRS range now. That was the activation line we just went over. I think we're okay. There's the activation line. The first line was the detection line, not the activation line. So yeah, we're in DRS, so we can charge and still close the gap, gain some time. We'll try and do an overtake on this back straight using DRS only. And then we can use the battery to then try and hunt down Perez, who's only 2.5 seconds up the road. Hamilton goes defensive to the inside. We just close up on him. Can we get him here in this DRS zone? Looking to go around the outside maybe. Not quite.
Recharge off.
Okay, surely we can get the overtake done now. Come on, Teo. Around the outside. There we go, better traction. And we've completed the move. Beautiful. Immediately into deploy so that we can try and at least prevent Hamilton from fighting back into DRS.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
Lift and coast required.
6 laps. 6 laps to get Perez. We'll do that in 1 or 2. Can we get Leclerc as well and make it a double podium? I don't know about that. So once again, we're going to try and sprint away from Hamilton through this sector here. Don't want to bring him with us. It just complicates things when you're trying to overtake your way through cars. We've done that.
Recharge on, please recharge on.
Perez's tyres are a little bit worse than ours. Not a huge amount though.
You can
I
go
have to
recharge
go
off if
deploy.
you
I
want.
want to get this overtake done as quick as I can. Just make sure I stay in DRS range. There we go. Now we can harvest.
Okay, recharge on.
Five more laps.
Again, the inside is covered. I'm going to have to sit behind for at least one lap. If I've got any chance of hunting down Leclerc, I need battery to do it, and I don't have any really to spend at the moment. Oh, that's a big wide. I just about got away with that. I saw the wall looming, and I'm like, oh, don't wreck now.
Oh, they've run wide!
Don't really want to complete the move, but we're going to. Ah, damn it.
Excellent job, well done.
I would rather we made the overtake on this straight.
And a new position, just gained by Williams.
Now Perez is going to come back at us. Yeah, we've got him covered.
4 more laps. 4 laps.
4 laps, 6.6 seconds. I don't think we're going to get him.
So we will go recharge off.
We haven't got the pace, I don't think, to catch Leclerc. He did 1:34.3. Oh, we're lapping a second a lap faster than Sainz right now with Gasly. Let's see what Porsche can do in clear air. Perez is going to come with us. Now we might need Perez. Which is why I'm letting him come with us. We might need to do some leapfrogging in DRS zones. As long as we can stay ahead through this twiddly section. This is where we're going to lose a lot of time if we're behind Perez. Gap is still 6.7 seconds. Yeah, I don't think we've got the pace.
3 more laps. 3 more laps.
That in itself is not necessarily a bad thing. It means we will actually see a podium celebration. If Porsche makes it onto the podium, there will be no podium celebration. And there we go. We're only 0.2 a second faster than Leclerc. It's not enough. So we are just going to make sure that we consolidate fourth. We haven't really got the tyres to hunt down Leclerc anymore. Our tyre wear's 44%, his is 41%. Ours will be about the same as his. By the time we catch him, if we pushed, even less than that before we, if we really pushed. And yeah, his are going to degrade slower than ours. So any tyre advantage that we had over Leclerc's gone. So all we can do now is just make sure that we don't drop a place to Perez.
Recharge on.
I'm going to invite Perez to overtake on this straight here. while I charge up the battery, so that we can try and DRS pass him with battery included next time out. Right, so there goes Perez. Now we're going to deploy. We get the DRS on this straight here. Ah, he blocked the move, damn it. Right, let's harvest then.
And recharge on, recharge on.
Okay, blocked through here, that's fine. It's this long back straight I want to make the pass on. Alright, here we go.
Next lap, last lap.
Yeah.
Awesome, keep it up.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
We're using everything we got now, tyres, fuel, battery. We want that gap up to a second. That's 9/10. 9.5. Almost a tenth. Almost a second. There we go. That's a second. We're through the detection points. We're through the activation point, and Perez does not have DRS. So as long as we don't do anything stupid through this little twiddly section, we are safe.
Can we do lift and coast?
And there we go. It's another win for Pierre Gasly. Back-to-back wins.
And it's Gasly, first over the line, and today's winner. We can take a look now. Pierre Gasly finishes in first place.
And that'll be the lead in the Drivers' Championship as well.
Honestly, even their harshest critic would be hard-pressed to say that they didn't thoroughly deserve that win.
Porsche crosses the line 6 seconds back from Leclerc. Gasly coasted in the end. Yeah, he did. Over 11 seconds clear at the end there. I mean, we were using fresher engines than the Ferraris, so we had a definite power advantage. So it would have been disappointing if we hadn't won. A little disappointed I couldn't get Porsche back up, but I mean, he had a lot of cars to fight through there at the end. And there's Pierre, taking in the cheers and the adulation of the crowd.
Well, this weekend, Pierre Gasly flew us to the stars. Imagine how chuffed they must be. A podium is a real feat, and it's been accomplished in style.
Ah, such a great sight.
The Frenchman was in sublime form today, fully deserving of his podium finish here. And after all that hard work, surely it's time for them to enjoy this moment. A very impressive showing today for Williams.
It's really wonderful to see all the hard work they've been putting in paying off like this.
That's right, and they finished the race weekend in third place in the constructor standings.
Formula One will be back to Europe for the next round, on the shores of the Mediterranean, with some heated competition to look forward to in Spain.
What a result. Not only does Pierre Gasly get the win, he also gets the fastest lap as well. So the maximum 26 points available for Pierre. That puts him comfortably top of the driver's standings, I think. Pourchaire does fight his way back up 7 places from starting 11th to get 4th place. Acquitted himself well. Doesn't have the pace of Pierre, we know that much, but it's a good outing for him. We have a look further down the grid. Max dropping down to 6th in the end. Hamilton 7th, Alonso 8th. Russell improved, getting himself up into 9th. Norris hangs on for a point. Oh, how crucial that point could be for McLaren. Bottas dropping out of the points, dropping to 11th place. Good showing for Ricciardo as well. The McLarens were stronger here than I was expecting. They really were. The Haas team really not doing very well at all. Yuki, Mick and Lance obviously getting DNF'd. Zhou at the back in the Aston. Ocon all the way down in 16th. That is disappointing for him. Albon fights his way back up to 15th, back to his starting spot on those soft tyres at the end. I think he went a little bit too late for that final pit stop in the end. Just too much to do. Vettel, 14th, was running a lot higher at one point, but again, left it too long to make that final pit stop. And then Magnussen, the last driver there that we haven't talked about. So if we take a look at the driver standings, Pierre Gasly climbs 2 spots and takes the lead in the Drivers' Championship by 7 points from Carlos Sainz. Max drops 2 places to 3rd with his poor result here. Perez stays 4th. Leclerc stays 5th but closes in on Perez with an extra 5 points. Teo stays 6th but pulls away from Hamilton, and he's acquitting himself very well, the young Frenchman. He's still a young driver. He still has a lot to learn, still has a lot to improve upon, but he's going to do a good job for us in picking up extra points. The big points are going to pretty much always come from Pierre this season, I think. At the top of the constructors, Ferrari take top spots with their double podium finish. 33 points for them, puts them 5 points clear of Red Bull, who again lose a lot of points from a poor showing. Williams in 3rd, that's us, just 3 points behind Red Bull now. A big points haul for us there. And we've opened up a huge gap now to Mercedes, who are 74 points behind us. That is fantastic. 2 wins, 3 podiums, 4 fastest laps, 2 pole positions from 5 races. That is a fantastic start to the season for us. Red Bull 1 win, 3 podiums, 1 pole position. Ferrari 2 wins, 4 podiums, 2 pole positions. We have got 4 of the 5 fastest laps. The other one is Alpine. I'm guessing that was Vettel, I'm guessing, in one of the previous races. See how our drivers did. Look at the points gain for Teo there. 2,000 points. He did a lot of overtaking, and with his growth potential, that really did help him out. Missed out on some extra points because of not getting into Q3, so missed out on 40 points there, but still a huge bit of growth. An exceptional race for him, exceptional race for Pierre, and some more bonus XP for Logan as well. In terms of sponsor payouts, we pay out a 25 grand bonus to Teo. The sponsors, we achieved our incentives. We reached Q3, we got the fastest lap. And guarantees, we did fail to get both cars into Q3, which is why we failed on that qualifying position guarantee there. But a nice little payout, 4.8 mil after deductions. So let's give our drivers a little boost. You can see the reactions for Teo. It's definitely what we're working on right now. So we'll throw another point on that. That gets his overall ranking up to 74. That's good to see. Pierre has a point. His cornering and his braking and his reactions so much higher. You were asking earlier, why is Porsche, or Matthew was asking earlier, I don't know if he's still with us, was asking why Porsche was only in P11 at the start when Gasly in the same car was in P1. Well, there's your difference there in terms of his cornering, his braking, and his accuracy, all massively higher than Teo's. 20-point difference on accuracy, a 10-point boost on braking, and a 10-point boost on cornering. That's why Gasly is so much faster in the car than Teo. But Teo's a lot younger. It's only his second season of Formula 1, so he's acquitting himself very well, and he has high growth potential, so he will improve. And he will improve quickly. Let's boost the reactions of Gasly. Want to get that up to 90. Logan has a point anyway, even though he didn't gain one from the race weekend itself. I'm going to keep his smoothness rating at 60. I'm going to start working on boosting some of his other stats. Let's get his braking up to 80, and then we'll start working on his cornering pace. Let's check our staff as well. Simone Resta does not have a point, but he's only 17 points away, so he'll get one very soon. Diego Tondi has a point. Let me check emails first of all. Let's see. A little bit of usual feedback. I want to have a look at my flagged emails. So it's high speed that we desperately need to focus on. Okay, so with that in mind, I'm going to put an extra point into high speed downforce. I could have put one into the DRS Delta. I probably should have got his DRS up to 90, but I want to make sure his high-speed downforce is right up there. We are going to boost the chassis, I think, for Simone Resta next. No points for Josh. He's a little way off one, yeah, as well. Pierre is also a little way off a point. Our pit crew back up to 80. When they get up to 90, I'm going to start concentrating on the front jacks, or the front and rear jacks. Try and get that boosted a little bit as well. Facilities, let's see, we have 5 mil almost, 4.9. We're upgrading the wind tunnel and the weather center. That is currently underperforming, but that upgrade will sort that out. Again, I'd like to get the factory upgraded rather than just refurbed. So I think we might save up for that. CFD simulator is okay for now, but at some point that's going to need improving again. Upgrade would be the preferred way to go. The suspension simulator, that's an expensive upgrade. It's an expensive refurb as well. The car part test centre has just been done recently, so that's good. Don't have to worry about that. Let's check our staff facilities. Team hub starting to get a little worn. Race simulator is going to wear out pretty quick. That's a very expensive refurb, so we might have to wait a while before we can refurb that one. Check out operational facilities. The boardroom, not really worried about that at the moment, nor the hospitality, nor the memorabilia room, and the weather centre is undergoing its upgrade right now, so that's not an issue either. Let's check in with the board. Still disappointed on finances, but race performances, another delighted to add to the stack. In terms of our objectives, we are steamrolling our way through our long-term objective, so that's not going to be a problem this season. We could even win the drivers and constructors this season if things continue the way they're going. So let's continue on. Our new front wing is ready. So let's take a look at our new front wing. That's going to improve our acceleration a little bit. It's going to improve our low speed cornering, which is very important, especially with Monaco coming up in a couple of races time. Our acceleration under DRS is going to improve. Our low speed dirty air cornering and our medium speed dirty air cornering are improving, and importantly, we're going to improve our braking performance as well, or brake cooling. So very, very useful upgrade coming here. We want to manufacture these. We've got 10 days till Spain. We need at least 4 of these. 3 will get us 3 for the race, and then the 4th one will come the day after the race weekend. That's a little iffy. We rush them, then we can get 4 in time for the Grand Prix itself, and then a bonus one on the day of the race. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll rush 5. So we've got to wait a couple of days before we can fit those, but that will definitely help us. Are we close enough for Simone's points? Not yet. I don't want to start the next bit of research / upgrade until that's done. Extra suspension has been manufactured. There's our weather centre, fully upgraded. So we've now got an 80% forecasting accuracy. That's going to be very useful later in the season when we start getting some wet races. Okay. Let's see, have we got that point now? Yes, we do. So we need to improve the chassis because that is a weakness for Simone Resta. So we'll drop a point in that, and now we can look at some development. So we are researching side pods right now. New project. We do have new hours, that's good. Right, I'm going to drop a good chunk of hours. Not all of them, but a good chunk of hours on a new underfloor research project. There we go. We've got 31 days to the next period. Okay. So this is going to be our big underfloor project for the season. We, in terms of research, we might do another one towards the end if we have the time. But we want to focus on other parts of the car. 113 days means that's going to be done around Monza time. I think a new testing period starts around then as well. Okay, so let me go back to the calendar and check the calendar before I confirm that project. So that's France, Belgium, there's Monza. The new testing period starts the week before the Monza Grand Prix. Starts just before Zandvoort. Okay, so I want to try and get it done by Belgium, if I can. So, if we go back into development, go to new projects, research, underfloor, start this back up again. So 4.8, is it? No, 4.6 hours, 48 hours here. There we go. That leaves me some hours to play about with for other parts and projects. Okay, so we want to try and get this done in time for Spa. That's 98 days. So let's see, how many engineers do we need for that? 3 engineers on that project. Okay. So that one will be done just before the next ATR period opens up, around that time. So we're going to have another period between now and then. But that will do quite nicely. Take a long time to do that one, but it'll be worth it. Let's have a look at maybe an upgrade for the car. So we're on the second spec chassis, second spec front wing, second spec rear wing. Can't do another underfloor yet because we've just started a research project on one. This is why we might not do another underfloor research project, because if we do that, we can't generate a new one for the team for the season. And that could be a crucial upgrade if we are in contention for championships. Side pods are almost done. We've already done a couple of suspension upgrades. That will improve our brake cooling again. Don't really want to do another suspension so soon. A chassis upgrade might be useful, because that would give us another speed boost if we were to boost our drag reduction. How much of a boost would that give us? Not much. Would improve our cornering a bit. It would improve our engine cooling a little bit. Let's get the other research projects out of the way first. Because we have got that new front wing that's coming. So let's go to research. Let's start on a front wing. Put 1 hour into that and 20 wind tunnel hours. This is going to be another lengthy project, I think. 80 days. The next testing window is going to be in about 30 days, so it's going to be between Canada and Silverstone. 80 days is going to be here between these two. How many engineers have I got left? 5. So Hungary would be 70 days, 63 days would be France. Let's go with let's go with 2. So we'll get that project underway. And I'm out of slots. I've only got 3 slots available, haven't I? I was thinking I had 4 for some reason. I don't know why. That's a long way off with our design centre. Next upgrade will give us 15 engineers, and the next one will then give us 20 engineers and 4 parts. So that is $50 million away. 18 for this one, and then 32 for the one after that. Horrifically expensive to get that all the way up to max value, but definitely worth it once you do. Okay, so with that in mind, 17 days away from the side pods. Let's go to current projects. Let's speed up. Actually, it doesn't really do much, does it? It only takes a few days off. Let's go to our front wing research and just max out the engineers on that. I think 58 days is where? Before France. How many engineers have I got currently on the side pods project? Just 1. Going to need at least 2 for that next project. So if I've got 4 available, let's put another 2 on here, another 3 on here maybe. Yeah, let's go with another. There we go. So we'll increase the number of engineers on that project, and then when this one finishes, we may as well throw those engineers on now, just to give us an extra 2 days. When this project finishes, we've got a little bit of hours left before the window closes to start another project, be it an upgrade for the car or another research project. We are now able to put the front wing on the car. There we go. So front wing number 2 is on, and just out of curiosity, let's see what that does to our car in terms of the grid. Okay, 10th and 8th on speed, so we've gained a little on acceleration, we've lost a little bit on top speed to the rest of the field. We have lost a little bit of medium speed performance, but I think we've gained a little bit of low speed performance. We definitely gained a little bit of braking performance. Our engine cooling's still off. We take a look at the teams that we're fighting with. So Mercedes, still looking very slow. Still got a cornering pace advantage over them as well. So we're looking pretty strong against Mercedes right now. If we take a look at Alfa Romeo, they've picked up a little bit of extra speed again. Not quite as strong in the low speed now, but they've pulled back some medium speed by the look of it. Their brake performance is good as well. Red Bull leading the field, still the fastest car, and they have gained a bit of cornering performance as well. They are definitely going to be the team to beat. And then if we take a look at Ferrari, yeah, Ferrari looking very strong. Look at that. They are now faster than us in the medium speeds, and the best in low speed as well. So a big upgrade brought here for Ferrari. They've probably got a brand new floor at this race. They are going to be very tough to beat. And because it's race 6, they may well be using a new engine as well for Barcelona. So, there we go. That is the end of our stream. Kind of split into 2 parts tonight because it inexplicably just switched off halfway through. But we finished with another win. We've kept things very tight at the top of the Drivers' Championship. Sorry, at the top of the Constructors' Championship. And more importantly, we now lead the Drivers' Championship with Pierre Gasly by 7 points from Carlos Sainz as well. And a very, very good result for us. Back-to-back wins. Can we make it three in a row? Probably not, but you never know. Stranger things have happened. And if you want to know, find out tomorrow, same time, at 10:30 p.m. UK time. So until then, thanks for watching. I'm Jim Bob, and I'll see you all very soon.